when I hold it all the way out here like this, I look far away. Hey, it's me, I'm far away. And this Tech Nine beard thing is really working out for me. Like, not that I was going for the Tech Nine look, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. Next month, I'm gonna have the wife. I want to dye all of this black to get rid of the grays, but I like one little white strip here. I think that would just be real cool. Like, I've been thinking about that for a while, and then a dude I follow on Instagram, I saw he did his like that, and I was like, oh yeah, now I really got to do it. I really got to have that because it looks awesome. Today was an interesting day. Got a message from my wife this morning who was under the impression she was about to be fired for something that she had done at work. Come to find out, they just wanted to make her employee of the month and give her a gift card and tell her that she was her favorite. my wife, bless her heart, was just such a mess on her lunch break because she didn't know what was happening. Come to find out, everything's everything. Sure, some paperwork got screwed up, but like, Asia's the favorite at work, and it's unusual for her to be respected amongst your peers in a professional environment. I mean, she came from places like VF Outlet where she would win a contest and never get a prize, or be told that, oh, come see me tomorrow for the prize, and then that person wouldn't show up, or from places like Wingstop who would fire you for being 15 minutes late but then try to call you in because they were shorthanded. Like, so Asia hasn't had the best one. Oh, and then there's Baja Fresh where the managers want to fuck you. But Asia.
And then I didn't get my hours stopped because
yeah, she didn't want to fuck him. So
too nice at the time to realize that.
Yeah, dude, that was all kind of lawsuit. Like, oh my god. But Asia was such a sweetheart. So that went away. That would have effectively ruined that man's life, but you don't do that to people, you know? Then Asia came home, and I'm giving her massages and everything now, and I'm trying to make her feel better because it's been one of those days. But then Dude Bro knocked on our door about an hour ago. I say Dude Bro like you know who he is. It was just a claimant guy, and he handed us paperwork because our property managers are beginning the eviction process, which is funny because it's not they're not evicting us. They're beginning the eviction process because they're filing a lawsuit against us for the rent. So it's like, I don't know if that was some clever wordplay because I had talked to them and told them what was going on. So they didn't want to say this is the eviction. It's a lawsuit. Because I understand there has to be something on the books that says you haven't paid yet. We need to move forward to protect our investments. I'm 100% fine with that. So basically, it's paperwork. It's a lawsuit saying they want their apartment or they want their money, which is what I'm thinking is what happened to Doodles and Ronnie. And they were just like, well, we'll just give the keys back. But it was the kind of thing, they had no plans to work it out. They just said, we don't have the money. Sure, we'll leave. Whatever. I ain't leaving. Not because, oh, this is the greatest department ever, but nobody tells me when to go. Tell me when to go. So no, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me when to go. So I'm gonna call the lawyer tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to them at the management office tomorrow as well. And originally our plan was, Asia and I sat down on the phone a couple of days ago and we mapped out our plan as far as money and what we were going to be doing. On the 20th, we were going to save X amount of money, put X amount of money to the side, and then pay off one of our loans. Then on the next check, we were going to do that again. And then in another 2 weeks, we would have the rest of the money that we need to take care of the rent. But I think hoarding that money because if you want to say a month from the 20th, that's 4 days from now. They're not going to want to wait 34 days for their rent for July. So I'm thinking I'll go talk to them tomorrow and I'll say, rather than hoard that money, I'll say, here's some money to let you know this is what we're doing. In another 2 weeks, we'll have it again. And then in another 2 weeks, we'll just pay it all off. What? Well, no, it's not a matter of taking half. It's just the paperwork says we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Oh no, and I understand that, but hopefully they will, but I don't see them being the type that will accept some and not all.
Now, when I hear arrangement, maybe they say, okay, if we pay it by this date or something, maybe. But I don't know. They give me the feeling that they're not going to want partial payment. I'm not saying it's not going to work out. I just can't see them wanting partial payment.
It's not a matter of wanting the. I mean, I get you're right. They're not going to want the partial payment.
I don't think they're going to agree to partial payment. Is what I'm
okay.
saying.
Well, we have three options.
Oh no, I understand what our options are. Don't listen. Just
no, you're fine. But since I've said it, I'll spell it out. There are three options. One, we can say, oh, okay, we'll take a partial payment as a show of good faith, as you know, you're trying to move forward with us. We appreciate that, and then we'll move forward with our settlement agreement. Two, they'll say, no, we can't accept the settlement agreement. But if you want to pay us this, what are you doing? Thought you were going to go do a thing. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Two, they could say we can't take it, but they'll agree to the dates that I propose. Or three, they'll say no, we can't do it, and then all the money we were going to give them on August 20th, we'll give to somebody else when we move. So, what you want to do? Like, I understand that you have a business to run, but I will not be intimidated. And if not this place, another place. I hate to be told what to do. I hate to be forced away from someplace. Not like, oh, no, I want to stay here. 5B is the best. It's like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I don't like to be told there's something I can't do. So when you tell me you can't do that, it's like, well, now I want to do it. You know, I think that's human nature, or at least, at the very least, me nature. So that's where we stand. Dude knocked on our door, and it was weird because he was like, Asia? And I was like, do I look like Asia? And also, why is there a white dude at my door asking for my wife? But we worked it out. All is well. I'm only bringing it up because this is for posterity, right? We want to look back at this day because a year from now, on July 16th, 2019, which sounds weird to say, we'll watch this video and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that shit. Man, fuck them. That's why we moved. Or, man, that's why they took the payment that we told them they were going to take. There are only three options. So, I mean, ain't no fourth option. You can take it or you cannot. You can agree with me or you can't. Like, there's no other way for this to go. If you say we got to leave, then we'll take all this money we were going to give you, because all that is really security deposit, first month's rent anywhere in the world. So we'll just take it, go somewhere else. So that's it. I got stuff to do for my wife. I'm done talking to you. I'll let you know how this went tomorrow.